What's up, you guys? It's your girl Tia Simone, and you have just tuned in to Rise Under the Heat podcast. Today, I have a confession, and I really don't want to say this, but I really think some other people are in the same situation, and they just can't come to terms with it because it's really hard to. But if you want to know what that confession is, please stay tuned. Alright, you guys, so I know you guys are wondering, Tia, what could this confession be, girl? What you talking about? I am talking about the fact that I didn't love myself. I really did not love myself the way I believed I did. You know, getting your hair done, getting your nails done, you know, the eyebrows and all that good stuff. I thought that was all it really meant to love yourself. But I realized that it has so much more to do with what's inside, and dealing with trauma and all those type of things. And dealing with triggers and with how you allow other people to treat you. And the biggest issue I had was with allowing people to treat me any type of way, allowing people to talk to me any type of way, and just not understanding how to take up for myself without lashing out, just lashing out pretty much. So I realized recently, as I've been going, I've just been studying my relationships and trying to figure out, why don't I have many friends? I took a step back. Back in the day, I used to believe it was because I was just a bad friend. No, I don't believe that I've ever been a bad friend to anybody. To each his own, whatever. But I just always felt like I would try to fit myself into crews that I don't particularly belong in. Mainly because I'm an only child, or I was raised as an only child. My dad does have other kids by other women, but I'm the only child from my mother, and I was raised alone. So just the fact that I've always been alone, and I've never had that type of companionship thing going on, and as far as peers go, I really would strive to fit in with some type of group of girls, but I would always find myself only really liking one of the girls, and all the rest of the girls were just girls I kind of just hung out with by default. And thinking back in high school about some of the friends I had, and thinking how wow, those girls really didn't like me. Those girls really were just around me just for rides, or those girls were just around me just because I was the new girl in town and people wanted to know who I was, and that looked good on them. It's just hard to just look back and just say, wow, Tia, you really let them people do you like that. And I actually had one person that treated me some type of way come back and say that she didn't remember doing any of that to me. And even at that moment, with it being 5-6 years later, I'm just like, Tia, you still didn't say shit. You still didn't say anything. You still didn't tell her, yes, you did do something. You were the main one. But it's all right. I just think of how that same person was part of the reason why my reputation was ruined for a while in high school. A lot of the stuff that I was accused of doing, I didn't even do and I wasn't doing. And yeah, I'm not mad about it. It made me a stronger person, and I'm now able to deal with hearsay a lot better because I dealt with it way before. A lot of other people, you know what I'm saying, could have committed suicide off the type of stuff I felt like I was dealing with at that time. But yeah, when I actually look back on it, I have a totally different feeling towards it. I feel like, it wasn't that I was a bad friend or anything like that. No, I was the new girl in town. I was trying to figure out where I was supposed to fit in at. And at the end of the day, I should have understood that and not felt like I was, bound to these people, and I should allow them to treat me any type of way, in the name of friendship. Like, some of us really don't understand when people are kicking us in our ass. We really want to be so much in love and care so much about people that we just allow them to trample all over us. I'm even kind of going through that with family members. I really, really want to reach out to certain family members and mend things, but I can't because it'll just ruin my peace. It'll ruin my peace because I just know that our mind frames, our vibrations, our energy is just not the same. And I don't want to lower my energy in the name of a unbalanced relationship or connection. And I think that other people should do the same thing, no matter if it's family, friends, coworkers, whatever. If it's not serving you, leave it alone. Let it go. Like, I just can't take it anymore. I am really on some conserve my energy, don't allow people to get you all bent out of shape. If you see yourself, getting upset and things, that's a clear indication that you need to stop whatever you're doing. You need to chill on whoever you're dealing with. You shouldn't be all upset. If things are good, you shouldn't be upset. Not saying that everything is good all the time. Everything has their ups and downs, but there's definitely a time and a place, and it's definitely not every day. You know what I mean? But one of the ways I love myself is I've actually gotten more into praying. And I know people are going to be like, Tia, oh no, here she goes. She about to preach. She had to preach. I'm not about to preach, y'all. I'm really not about to preach, but on everything. I highly recommend praying, especially because, I lost my mom recently, and I just feel so much more connected to her when I pray, and it just allows me to fully release my feelings. I don't know. It's like self-therapy. I personally, I didn't get anything from going to talk to somebody because I already talk to my friends. I already have friends that I talk to on a daily basis or, weekly, every couple days. And I express to them all my emotions, and I don't really have any limit to what I can say to them. Honestly, I feel like I would have a limit to what I would want to say to a therapist. And I just wouldn't feel comfortable personally. But, I didn't. She was cool or whatever. She was a black lady. But, nah, I'm just like, I went twice. I'm like, I do this already. And look at her, talking about something. All right, 5 more minutes. I'm like, girl, I got 10 more minutes. What you doing, boo? Ain't no 5-minute water break in between. Say nah. But she was all right, but it just wasn't for me. I prefer to pray. I prefer solitude. I like going to walk on trails. I really love getting into nature. With the trees, hearing the crickets, the birds, all those things. When it rains, that's a perfect time for me to just be in my own flowy energy. Like, I don't know. My favorite weather is summertime rain. And yeah, I just love it. It's just like hot rain. Woo! That's some good stuff right there. But what else? Just do whatever makes you happy. Just don't allow people to ruin your peace, because I tell you on everything, allowing people to ruin your peace is not loving yourself. All right? It's not. It's really not. Allowing people to get you bent out of shape is not loving yourself. Allowing people to make you feel any other way besides good is not loving yourself, because you could definitely take yourself away from those people who make you feel those type of ways. Don't make yourself suffer. If you don't have to deal with it, don't. Your life is what you make it, and it is okay to separate yourself, no matter how bad it hurts. I've had some relationships that hurt. Like, I lost a little friend. Girl, I was crying. I cried a little bit. I wasn't crying. I cried for a couple tears. But anyway, I cried. I was hurt, because I just really thought this person was there for me, and they ended up not being there for me. So, look, we gotta let it slide off like butter, because we're not gonna, we just don't have time. We really don't have time to constantly let people play games. Like, I don't know about y'all, but the little Lionsgate portal happened, and almost everybody that I know right now is kind of like going through some type of struggle where they're just trying to move in a new direction, do things differently. Whatever they've been thinking about, they're just like, their relationships, they're just like, oh, this is just not working. There has to be a better way to do this. Or, I'm gonna have to release some people if I have to, to get what I want to get done, but it's gotta happen. And personally, I've been going through that. I've been having to release a couple people, release some things, release some emotion, release some tension, some trauma that I didn't know I had. All right, you guys, I am back again. So, sorry, my camera was about to die, so I had to change the battery. But what was I talking about? Yeah, anyway, don't be scared. I said don't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't be afraid to release people. It's okay. It really is okay. You're gonna feel so much better afterwards. Like, when you release people or release things, sometimes you feel a little bit guilty. You be like, is that the right decision? Should I have done that? But after a while, after, a day or two, you'll realize, like, yes, yeah. Yay! Because that's how I be feeling. I be feeling like, yeah, get him. Because that's how I'm feeling right now, y'all. That's how I'm feeling right now. I'm just feeling like so much in my power. Just being able to tell people, like, no, I'm not dealing with that no more. No. You get a no. No. Me, no. No. Like, I've been trying to exercise that word because I never knew what that word meant. Like, I don't think I ever truly understood the word no. I didn't know that no was such a powerful word. You saw what I did right there. Y'all saw what I did. But, like, it's great. Like, please. That's y'all homework for today. This is y'all homework until the next episode, okay? Exercise the word no. If you don't want to do something, just say no. Don't make him an excuse. Don't say, oh, girl, my baby had my phone. I couldn't even see your text message. Girl. No. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Exercise self-love. Remember that allowing people to treat you any type of way is a disservice to you. Betrayal, what was it? I forgot what the saying was, but either way, don't betray yourself by trying to be loyal to others, especially when it puts you in an unprecedented situation or emotion. Because at the end of the day, if it's benefiting them, why would they say anything about it? Okay? So this is your girl Tia Simone. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening to Rise Under the Heat podcast. Until we meet again, bye.